I'm here in Rio de Janeiro with some of the LAIC judges. We're here to party, we're here to raid, and we're here to hunt mother Heracross. I said flippin'. No guys, I said flippin'. That's right, we are in Rio de Janeiro. We're all here for the Latin American International Championships, which is actually in Sao Paulo, Brazil, but a few of the judges came from across the globe, and we decided that we wanted to spend a few days in Rio first to see some things that we hadn't got to see before, and also just to meet up because it's a nice opportunity to see some of the local players and to get and explore a new area.
I'm Ivan, I'm from Spain, and my role in the LAIC is Go Judge.
I'm Pete, I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I'm one of the assistant head judges for Pokemon Go at LAIC. This will be my 20th event.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is.
Do you have any super memorable things that you can talk about from any other past events that you've judged?
Honestly, being at Worlds and being on the stage for the final match when Itaxin won, that was pretty memorable. I just remember the fireworks going off behind me and going, holy crap, that's hot. But yeah, that's probably one of the coolest moments. And also just meeting all these wonderful people and being able to travel around with everyone that we've only known each other for a year or two now because of these events, and being able to be on the other side of the world and having a great time has been pretty incredible.
So far, we have seen a couple of Heracross. Heracross is one of the Pokemon that are actually originate here in Brazil, so we can find them natively and locally, hopefully quite often, alongside also Maractus. I think we saw a couple of those, and I just saw a throw as well, which I'm not used to because living in Europe, we see socks everywhere. Yesterday we went to the most popular and probably most touristic thing in Rio, and that is the Christ the Redeemer statue. It's one of the man-made wonders of the world. It's very cool, it's very tall. And by very cool, I mean it's very hot. It was roughly, I'm going to do Celsius now, for those who are making fun of me in the last video that I was doing in Fahrenheit. It was roughly 35 degrees Celsius, which is hot. But apparently the weather actually felt like it was closer to 50 degrees, and that's like way over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, just so the rest of the group is aware. And I would say that I had seen this before when I was in Brazil like 5 years ago, and it was a much different experience then. I paid directly through the hotel that first time, and we were brought right up to the statue. We probably did pay a little bit more on that trip than we did when we saw it yesterday. However, what we made up for with the money, we lost in time. First, we had to take an Uber to the area where everyone meets up to go up to the Christ Redeemer statue. From there, you have to pay and get a little wristband, and then they will take you up to this scenic area where you can also feed some monkeys and hang out, get views of the different area. And then they will bring you to their final stop, which is actually the place where you buy tickets to go to Christ the Redeemer. The tickets themselves aren't that expensive overall, but then you have to wait in line again, get into yet another vehicle, which will bring you up to the top where you will meet hundreds of other people who are all trying to be on the exact same journey as you are. I would say the whole trip took us approximately 4 hours, and we stayed at the top for maybe 15 minutes. Whether or not it's worth it is totally up to you. I do think it's something that if you're in Rio, you might as well see. Is Christ the Redeemer worth the time and effort?
Yes, because it seems to, if you think of Rio, to me, you think of two things. You either think of the Christ the Redeemer or you think of the beaches, right? So to knock one of those off was really cool.
Definitely. I think that was the landmark I enjoyed the most here in Rio.
If you do find yourself in Rio de Janeiro, here are some other areas that I also think are definitely worth exploring. Sugarloaf Mountain, it's one of the highest points in the city, and you get to take a little cable car up to the top, which is already an experience in itself. Jardim Botânico is an outdoor botanical garden that was created by Brazil's Prince Regent back in 1808. It has over 9,000 different plant species, but also has like a wide variety of other animals like toucans and marmosets and even sloths. The Celeron staircase is in the Lapa neighborhood. They were created by this Chilean artist who renovated an old stairway with ceramic tiles from all over the world, and the staircase now has more than 2,000 tiles from over 60 different countries. And lastly, Copacabana Beach is one of the most popular beaches in the world, and it's the easiest to get to in Rio de Janeiro. If you have time, you should try to check out other more remote beaches like Prenha, or even try to catch the sunset at Ponta de Aparador. And that's all we have for Rio, but that is also just the beginning of the trip.
Welcome in, trainers, to the 2024 Latin America International Championships. I am Amanda, also known to a lot of you as Lundberger, and I'm alongside my good friend Jim here, who's bringing you some good old wholesome entertainment.
Thank you, Amanda.
Good morning from Sao Paulo. We are here for the Latin America International Championships. I am casting it alongside Wholesome, Speediest Chief, and Caleb Pang, and I have to say, so far the battles have been absolutely crazy. And not just the battles, but also the crowd.
Crucial bicep against the meta champ.
Ellen, oh my gosh, Ellen DSG Zone 9 does everything right, but Andrew just does it better, getting that 2-1 victory in one of the closest games I've ever seen in my entire life.
One ice punch not enough, but guess what? We've got another one ready to go here, unable to farm down. Here comes the second ice punch, coming back from a 0-1 deficit. Steinar able to take the 2-1 victory versus the Papa Bean.
No tricks here. This is all skill from Trixon as that Shadow Alolan Sandslash looks to close out this game and this series against Fan Martoni.
Already at that Shadow Ball, it is that charge attack priority. Coming down to decisive game 3, this Shadow Ball will connect with the Metacham, and it looks like Bassi is going ahead and taking this winner's finals in the Group F.
Garavella Andre earning himself a spot in the top 60, the first person in the world to do it with a Clodsire, and Clodsire came to play. Speedy Chief, I'm telling you, Clodsire's the truth.
Jigglypuff.
I gotta go with Jigglypuff for this one. Many singing and hypnotizing Pokemon, but yeah, we got an easy one there. Thank you for the layup. I appreciate it.
Exactly. They're like, oh, these two do not know what they're talking about.
Friday we kicked off the show and we got down to our top 32 players, which will be playing out on Saturday, and then the winners finals, the losers finals, and the grand finals will be on Sunday. So I wrote an article for Pokemon.com, and in it I named a couple players to keep an eye on.
So I'm done with down. J.W. Ronaldo. 2P right there.
Two-time.
Two-time.
Reigning champion gonna keep it. All right. Jim, who do you think's gonna win?
Who do I think is gonna win LAIC 2024? I'm gonna go with Zardy, honestly. Yeah.
All right. And Phoebe?
The classic pick. Marto.
Joe, you can pick if you want.
I think it's the friends we made along the way are going to be
The champ showing his respect to LNDS Steiner.
Amazing sportsmanship there. Lantern has energy, but just not enough. And yeah, doesn't even have the Thunderbolt. You can see clapping for his opponent there. We'd love to see it.
Will be enough to knock out the top. Not quite. Needs to counter Snow down. This is going to be a race to the finish. And Frostlass takes it. Basti wins game number 3 to take the 2-1 victory. Come from behind to secure his spot in the next round.
Tap, Zardy, tap! Here comes Shadow Dragon Eric trying to drag him down the opponent. Here comes Lickitung trying to drag him down. Can't quite get it. And Daniel is able to edge out Zardy with the Lickitung there. One turn fast attacks all the way around. Not a single Protect Shield spent in that entire game, and Daniel comes out on top.
nighttime clasher. Amelia will be moving on with a 2-0 sweep.
Incredible plays by Emilio. Congratulations. You can see the excitement. He is so happy about how things have been going for him so far, and so are his fans.
You're not going to be able to spark down. You're not going to be able to be a hard champ. You're not going to take a game off of him. Here he goes, 2-0 in the winning semifinals. He is going to punch his ticket to Championship Sunday.
Charge-a-bug, Metacham, he's doing whatever it takes to get to Championship Sunday. Hardjeff is on fire here in Sao Paulo.
The pop-up from Hardjeff, the pop-up from his friends, the pop-up from the fans, the pop-up at LAIC. It is amazing here.
With LNDS Hardjeff, the Curitiba regional champion, who has been setting records and setting the pace for this LAIC, against Basti 170, a Chilean trainer who is outplaying everyone with his trusty Umbreon and his tricky Superior.
Will, I actually didn't get you yet. You have an advantage since it's the last day, but who do you think is going to win?
I think it's going to be Basti.
I think it's probably Hardjeff, but if anyone can take him down, it's Basti. So I'm gonna go Basti, even though he's the underdog.
Matchup going in there faster. The energy was crucial. Here comes the Ice Punch. Hardjeff is saying, it is over. I'm going to take out your Gligar. I'm going to take out your Lantern. And I'm going to punch my ticket to the grand final. It is not enough. Another Shadow comes through. Bulky Carping is going to hang on. One of the few Carping, the only Carping here. And Trixon finds redemption, finds a spot in the grand final.
We're moving in to decisive game number 5. The Superior is back. Here comes the Ice Punch. You can see Trixon shaking his head. Hardjeff, a smile on his face. He can't believe it. Game number 5 goes to Hardjeff, and he is our 2024 one counter. That's it. 2024 Latin America International Champion.
Give it up, everyone, for our new champion, the person who has not only taken home Curitiba, Brazil, but also now taken home Sao Paulo.
Like last year at the LAIC, I was the 4th place and I watched someone be crowned here. And at that day I said, next year will be me. And for you that you are at home or you're here, next year could be you here, can be you here. So let's battle together. Come here.
The event is over. My voice is practically hoarse from all the screaming that we ended up doing from all the matches. Congratulations to Hardjeff for winning the 2024 Latin America International Championship. Just a reminder, he also won the Curitiba, Brazil regional, and he didn't drop a single battle during those matches. He ended up only losing 4 games total in the LAIC as well, and 2 of them to his good friend and teammate Trixon, who got 2nd place. So, I mean, you can't be too upset about that overall. Also, we have to talk a bit about championship points, because this is the first season with championship points, and this is the first international championship of the year, which means there's a lot more championship points on the line. So first place got 500 championship points. So that means Hardjeff has 700 currently, which is way more than anyone on the global leaderboard. Right behind him is Trixon, who also has enough points to qualify for Worlds, and also the 3rd and 4th place finishers in Latin America got 320 points, which is enough for them to qualify for Worlds as well. Other than that, Andrew Menjares also got enough points to qualify, Zardy got enough points to qualify, and Harveo Andre, I believe, got enough points to qualify. Brazil was an absolutely incredible experience. I loved getting to meet the community and seeing some people who I haven't seen for quite a while. I think you can see from the video clips that it's almost like a football game, right? There's so many people chanting, there's so many people cheering for their friends, for their teammates. The GB Olindos also had a little get together. Unfortunately this year it was a little too far out for us to make it, but they were sending us some photos and videos and it looks like they were having such a good time. Hopefully I can come back to Brazil at some point to go to this barbecue, get to hang out with more of the people, maybe even see a little bit more of the city as well. Don't forget, if you are in Sao Paulo or if you are in Brazil at all, Heracross spawns here, Chatot spawns here, and I believe you can get the debutante version of the Furfru. It's been a pleasure. Thank you again to everyone who has made us feel so welcomed and for making the LAIC the hypest event so far in this season. And that's it for this video. We'll see you in the next one.